What's up, fireworks lovers? Andy here, and today we're going to do a quick tutorial. I received a lot of questions from you guys how I did the beat in the video you just watched, the one playing here in the background. So I thought we'd do a quick video on how I do this. Maybe not the right way to do it, but this is how I do it. It's very simple. All you need is a good firing system with high resolution, preferably fireTEK, computer, a microphone, and of course your digital salutes or maroons. As a microphone, I will be using an old Android phone that I've had laying around for simplicity's sake. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first thing we need to do is we need to determine what kind of beat or melody we want to create. And for this video and tutorial, we will do the same melody, a part of it, what we did in the mescleta. And it went something like this. And that's what we're going to record with the voice recorder here on the phone, and also this pen. I will use this pen to knock it on the table to create some small waveforms that you will see on the phone here. And it's later this file that we will import to the software where we'll create the script that we will later on load to the firing system. So when I start the recording here, I will knock the pen on the table. And yeah. Stop it right there, and then we'll save it, and then we'll import it into the software. So now we're inside the Finale 3D software, the software we'll be using today to create this small little effect. It's included a 6-month trial period when you buy the fireTEK system for the first time, so I thought it would be convenient to use it as well. The first thing we're going to do is that we want to import the audio file that we created on the smartphone. So to do that, we just click music, add song, and here we have the voice. I imported it to the computer, and just select it, open it up, and then we can see down here we have the waveform that we created. It's on all the tops here that we will put the cues. So to do that, we just select the effect that we want to use. I have an effect that I created for this particular kind of effect. So select that, and then you just place the cursor and click where you want to place it. I usually click up here, it's easier to see. And then just press W, like that. And we repeat that for all the 11 instances of this. Oops. That. W. There we go. Oops. There. 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 And there. So that's more or less it actually. Now we placed all the cues. What we can do, we can start from the beginning here, just press space, and we can listen to hear how it sounds. Pretty good. A small problem here is that we see we placed the cues because of the recording started after 1.2 seconds, so we don't want that delay. So we mark all the cues like this and just drag them to the beginning like that. And the next step is that we need to address the show, so for it to assign the rails and pins and stuff like that. So to do that, we just click addressing up here, and then address show. Be sure to use and select the appropriate firing system, the one you have. In this case, it's fireTEK, and we have the 64Q module. Then just press enter. So here we get a summary of the addressing, 11 Qs. As we can see here also, we'll be using rail 1 and pin 1 or Q 1 through 11. Looks good. Next step, the final step, is just to export it to a script file. So what we'll do then is we'll click File, Export, Export Firing System Script File. And once again, you'll have to select the appropriate version for the script file. Hit Continue. No errors or warnings. Looks good. And now you'll just export the script to the USB drive that you will be using. For fireTEK, we'll be naming the script to script.csv, and then just hit save. And that's about it. Now we have the script file on the USB drive, and we'll just have to plug the USB drive into the module, and then we're ready to go. So we got our fireTEK module here, which we will load the script onto, and to do that we'll just press and hold the blue button here, and it will ask us to insert the USB drive. Do it like that. And then we'll ask us if we want to assign the ID of the module automatically or manually. We will do it manually. ID 1 sounds good. Okay, it will upload the script, and it's done already. And we unplug it. The module will restart like that. And something that is really, really nice and helpful while doing stuff like this, and really good with the fireTEK firing system, it has audible feedback when you fire a cue. So every time you fire a cue, you will hear a small beep. And it's really, like I said, helpful when you're doing stuff like this. Now we just arm the system, and you can hear it beeping. And when we press play here, you will hear the beep for every time it fires the cue. So hopefully it will sound just like we programmed it. And we can press play in 3, 2, 1. Awesome, sounds perfect. So the only thing we have left to do is we need to go out to the range and try to hook up a couple of digital salutes to the system and see if it sounds just as good as it did now. So yeah, let's see. So guys, we just put all the digital maroons on the rebar and hooked it up to the fireTEK system. And I know you guys love my cable management. It's absolutely gorgeous. Like I said, we're done. Just have to start. See you. Yeah, those were louder than I remembered. Yeah, so that's how you do it, guys. Hope you enjoyed that video. I'll do more instructional videos like this later.